used to play Lode Runner on my Commodore 64. That game was great.
The game's actually fairly complex. The method of attacking or staying alive is very weird in Lode Runner. The levels are all made up of bricks and ladders and, wires that you can cross. And you have a little gun, and you can use that gun to zap a hole either into the left or to the right of you.
You would dig holes and then just allow pursuers to fall into, and you could just walk over their heads, no big deal.
What was neat about Lode Runner is, well, it was kind of reminiscent of, I don't know, like a Bagman type of game where you're in a mine and you had to, collect all this gold.
So it's not like Pac-Man where the gold is stationary and you can always see it. The enemies can pick up the gold and move it around, and sometimes you don't know which enemies have it, and you won't know if they have it until you zap a hole in the ground and they fall in, which leaves the gold above their head.
So that's a discovery element that not many games had.
Right.
And that hole would either close and kill that enemy, or the enemy would pop back out. And, it was kind of like, it had a timing element.
That's horrific.
Yeah.
This sucker was ported over to most of the computer systems. Commodore 64 it was on. Apple II.
It got very big in Japan. It got a Famicom release.
So one of the cool things about Lode Runner is the fact that not only did it feature 150 levels, but it was one of the first games that included its very own level editor. So you could create your own levels in this game.
You could send them in, and they actually compiled the best levels into a disc called Championship Lode Runner.
That was such a popular element that many gaming magazines at the time would run contests where people would just submit their own levels that they've created, and they would hand out prizes for the best.
What I like about the game is that how fluid the animation is. That's what I always like. And how fluidly you can go from running around, down a ladder, to like on the rope, hand walking, like it's all very smooth. That's what I liked about the game.